Well, g'day.
Hi everyone.
Welcome to our next episode. The Great Ocean Road. The Great Ocean Road is this beautiful part of Australia's history. It stretches around the bottom part of Victoria. It was actually built by the ex-servicemen coming home from the Great War.
Yes.
They arrived back in Australia and none of them had jobs, and it was a pretty tough time, so they put them to task and built this magnificent piece of road. So we'll spend the next week or so touring this road, showing all the landmarks. Hopefully go and see the 12 Apostles, or what's left of them.
Yes.
London Bridge and all the bits of rock around that area. So yeah, so if you just have a look over here, this sign, you can actually see where we are. So we've started at Torquay, we've worked our way along. We're now standing here at the Eastern View Arch. So yeah, so you work along here, Cape Otway, and all the 12 Apostles is around Port Campbell. So we'll be staying there for a few nights as well, and working our way to the end at Allansford. Well, g'day everyone.
Good morning from the Great Ocean Road.
Yes, we've set up base camp here at the Cumberland River Holiday Park. Beautiful, absolute beautiful. It's surrounded by these massive cliffs. So it must be in a little valley. But if we have a look over there, the Great Ocean Road winds around the cliffs over there, and the Southern Ocean sits a little bit further on. So yeah, so we've set up base camp here.
Yes.
This is here for about 3 days just to check out this sort of eastern end of the Great Ocean Road. There's a lot of waterfalls around here that we want to go and have a look at. There's a few cliffs and things that lookouts and stuff too. So unfortunately today's a little bit damp. However, we're just going to have a bit of a breakfast while we're waiting for this weather to clear, hopefully. If not, well, we'll just make the most of it. There's a bit of blue patches of sky now and then. There's also rain right now. So anyway, we've got a great little spot here. Managed to drive straight in, nice and easy. There's a few people here last night and apparently over the weekend, but they've all moved out and we've just got the place to ourselves again. So joys of travelling out of school holidays, I suppose.
I'm just going to sit here and write a few postcards out for home and post them off the Chocolaterie. Hopefully they'll get them in a week or so.
Yeah, we sent some a week or so ago and it took a week. So that's not too bad. At least they're getting home before we get there, which is a good thing. So yeah, enjoying the coffee. And
yes, and we'll have some breakfast and we'll go out and maybe get a coffee somewhere else. How good is that?
Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
Yes.
Alrighty, we've got the hiking boots back on. The feet have recovered from our last walk out to South Point. And where's this hike to, Natty?
We're at Eskin Falls.
So
we're going down to see the waterfall.
Yep. So what have we got? We've got the Eskin Fall lookout. It's 80 metres. 5-minute return. We only do a 6-hour hike. Then there's the base lookout, which is down a 25-minute return, so we might do that. So what's happening is we're actually staying here at the Cumberland River, and we've come back up the lawn, and now we've come all the way up into the Erskine Falls area. So should be a nice little walk for us today.
Yeah, it should be.
We hope to check out a few of the waterfalls around this area. Apparently there's lots. So we'll head down those stairs and we'll see what we find. What do you reckon, Natty?
Wow, how good.
Isn't that?
Yeah,
That's beautiful.
it's beautiful.
Not only the waterfalls, but the whole area around here is just tropical.
Yeah, all the tree ferns are stunning.
Aren't they? What?
Yeah,
Check them out down there.
so many of them.
We've come down to the base of the waterfall and looking back up is absolutely stunning. I've just arrived here at Teddy's Lookout. Not sure how good it's going to be, but we'll go and check it out and we'll see. Actually, it's very good. It's a map here, so we'll see where we're going. Basically, we're up here. Lawn's back over here. Oh wow, Teddy's Lookout!
Yeah, I know, how good is it?
Oh,
It's amazing. You can see all the Great Ocean Road down there, around the mountains and the beaches and everything.
oh, isn't this beautiful?
Yeah, and if you look down here, you can see the whales. The whales migrate along here in the winter months.
Oh,
Imagine seeing those.
be a perfect spot too. You'd be sitting right above them. No, Teddy's Lookout. How good is this? And just think, this road was constructed by the diggers coming home from World War One. Amazing. And after driving on it, oh, what a feat that would have been to dig out through those cliffs. Oh, incredible. What a tribute to them. Well, we've come here to Aries. It's sort of on the eastern part of the Great Ocean Road. And we've actually come to Split Point Lighthouse. So that's it up there. I'm not sure if we can go up the top or not. We'll go and have a look and check out and show you what it's all about. We're just actually standing near the Lighthouse tea rooms. Other than that, perfect place for a morning coffee.
It is.
We might just grab a coffee and go and check out the lighthouse. Yeah, so this lighthouse was one of the last major investments by the colony of Victoria to safeguard navigation through the treacherous waters of Bass Strait. Having this lighthouse between Cape Otway and Port Lonsdale improved the safety of shipping, which supported the development of colonial Australia. How cool. Alrighty, we're actually going to do the tour of the lighthouse, so we might just go in, and we've got Roz here.
Morning or afternoon now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, so this is just to give you a bit of an idea of where you are. This is Victoria.
Yep.
Melbourne's in here at Port Phillip Bay.
Oh, yeah.
We're around about here. This is the ocean, Tasmania ocean.
Wow.
Millions of years ago, this would have been the land bridge across to Tasmania.
Yeah.
Sea levels have risen, and of course, it's quite shallow through here. So boats coming through and along the edge going to Port Phillip Bay. Obviously, lots and lots of things to run into.
Wow.
Hence why we've got lots of lighthouses along this area, and it's known as the Shipwreck Coast.
No way.
It's still an active lighthouse, still
Yes.
a working one, but
Yep.
it's all automated now. So you can take yourself up, lots of signage along the way,
Yep.
and then there's a lady at the top if you've got any other questions.
Fantastic.
Okay. All
Well,
right,
thank you so
enjoy.
much, Roz. That's brilliant.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Alrighty, it's a few stairs, but we'll give it a go. Just trying to work out how many stairs there are. I could count, but I'll probably forget. But anyway, let's go up these beautiful cast iron stairs. We're just getting to the top. How good is this? Oh, wow.
Just mind your head in the top here.
How good's this? So how many stairs was there?
136.
136.
So, 25 metres here and
Yep.
34 to the top.
Oh, wow.
So if you stand near the door and look up, you'll see the light itself. It's still working.
Oh, what is it up there?
So it's still the original lens.
Yes.
Lights up to the 5th one now, so LEDs, so a bit brighter, a bit more energy efficient, and it goes 42 kilometres. So.
Oh, no way. Wow, check this out. This is magnificent. Wow. We're up here on top of the lighthouse. We've got Carolyn here. She knows a little bit of history about the place.
So it was 1891.
Yep.
They built it, and then below us we've got the 2 lighthouse keeper cottages.
Mm-hmm.
So they had 3 men who would stay for 5 hours in the top every night. The light was kerosene.
Yep.
And 3 families, 21 children between them, shared the 2 houses. And then the cafe that's got the blue roof, that
Yes.
was the stables originally for the lighthouse.
Oh, wow.
They left by 1919 and it was automatic, but it is still working 132 years later.
That is amazing, really, for something built that long ago and still operational.
Yes, we're lucky. The Maritime Safety Authority still owns and operates it, does the maintenance.
Yep.
So it's still working as a navigation aid.
How good is that? And covers a fair bit of coastline too.
Yes, so Point Lonsdale at the entrance to Port Phillip is our next one.
Yep.
Cape Otway is the other one on the west.
Yes.
And this one went in 1891 as one of the last ones in Bass Strait because we were still having shipwrecks on this section of the coast.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
it needed to be lit up.
Wow. How amazing. Well, there you go. I totally recommend coming here. It's not only a great view, but it's great history. So thanks, Carolyn, for that. It's
That's
awesome.
all right.
Thank you. Cool. Check this out. Where are we, Natty?
We're on the Great Ocean Road Chocolaterie and Ice Cream Shop.
No way.
Yes, way.
Another town, another
Yes.
chocolate shop.
Hundreds and thousands on the kangaroo.
Yes.
An ice cream on the
Kangaroo.
kangaroo. And chocolate on the kangaroo.
No way.
Yes.
Yum.
Stuff and yum.
Let's go. Let's check out. Let's get your basket.
Yes, a basket. Might need a trolley in here.
We'll see. Holy dooly, check this out. Yep, there's the basket.
And it's a big basket.
You almost need one with wheels, I'd say. Natty, you look sad. What's wrong?
I'm not sure if I should get the metre long chocolate or
Yes.
the kilo chocolate.
Oh, that is a
Which one
tough
do you think
question.
I should choose? I think I like the metre one.
You reckon either one?
Yeah.
Tough question, but
Yeah.
just needs a tough answer.
Yes.
Go for the meter.
Yes. But I did find my initial N
And for Natalie.
and nice.
And sprinkles.
and sprinkles with an end. Yum. Bubble gum.
Bubble gum?
I'm going to choose bubble gum. You choose Turkish Delight.
Oh, no way, Turkish Delight. That's me.
Oh my god.
Check this out.
And I'll get one of those two Turkish Delight. Perfect.
Yeah, I reckon we could get more in that cup. What do you reckon? Yeah. Check this out. Holy dooly, we won't want tea. Oh, it's still going.
Is that a single
I
scoop?
really think you could get more in there. Not sure where, but wow. Holy dooly. How good's that? It's going to go for large cup, but I think I've done good on this one. How's that? What have you got there?
I've got a bag full of goodies.
Mate, well done. Enjoy that?
Yes, it was fun.
Yes, it was, wasn't
It was great fun.
it? That ice cream.
Oh, the ice cream.
Holy dooly.
That was a small, you know. And she done about 20 scoops of it. Took us about half an hour to eat it.
As we say, put this one on the list.
Yes.
Let's go and find somewhere else now.
Yes.
Well, good morning, everyone. We're about to head off from our little spot here at Cumberland River Holiday Park.
Yes, and we're going down to the 12 Apostles.
Yes, we are. That's down at Port Campbell. There's a community camping ground there. There's some powered, unpowered sites. So we're going to go down there, and apparently you don't book, you just turn up.
Yeah.
So you only book the powered sites during peak holiday periods.
Yeah.
But the rest you just turn up. So I'm not quite sure what the cost. I don't think it's too much, but we'll see. We need some water. We've been off grid here for three nights. And
Done well.
I'll tell you what, I'm
Done
pretty
really
excited. Yeah, our water supply hung out. We didn't have as many showers. There's actually a shower block here which helped out.
Yeah.
But our batteries lasted pretty well too.
Yeah.
It's been overcast for the last few days. It's showery as well. And with the new 180 watt solar panel I added to our system before we left, it certainly helps. It charges when it's even cloudy, so it's really really amazing. So it's Energive solar panel, so very happy with it. But yeah, we're going to stop at Apollo Bay, I believe. There's a dump point there, as well as a water fill station. So we'll top up the tanks, ready to go off grid for a little bit longer.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Yeah, so there's a holiday park there, NRMA, but I don't know, we just like to go the off-grid style. So yeah, it's been good. And Natty,
Yes.
what did you make for breakfast this morning?
Oh, yummo. From the chocolate shop. We got these little whiskey things. Whisk things.
Yeah, not whiskey. We didn't have whiskey this time of morning.
No. And you just heat up the milk and put your hot milk in your cup, and then you put these little chocolate. Mine was hot chocolate and yours was mint. Chopped mint.
Chopped mint,
And you put them in and you whisk it round like that, and all the chocolate melts, and then you have your drink. It was beautiful.
Yummo. So that was a nice start to the day.
Yes.
So but anyway, we've had a great time here. It's sort of, you could say we've been on the eastern half of the Great Ocean Road, explored a fair bit. Now we're going to go on the western side, and where all the big rocks are. So stay tuned, and
see you then.
the journey continues.
Yeah.
We've just come to Apollo Bay Recreation Reserve. It's sort of headed a little bit west out of town. You just come through the main street, up over a little bit of a hill, along to the Oval and in. And apparently there's free water here, water fill station. I stopped at the office and asked the lady, and she said, yep, you just go to any tap that's available on any site and fill up. I said, is there a cost? No. So go figure, how good is that? Apollo Bay Recreation Reserve, There's even caravans here, so it's probably a good place to stay. So we're just filling up. We found a tap. Just fill up our tanks. It's all good. There's also a dump spot here, which is just up near the office up there, near those Wisbons up the road there. And yeah, dump spot, $5 per canister. So we've got 2 canisters. We might as well empty them, might as well pay some money and sort of support the community. Yeah, I suppose we talk about getting free water, but when you're in a town that gives you free water, you also go and buy fuel and you buy food and you go to the pie shop and get an all slice, and you support these great towns that support us RV people. Tell you what, it's a good way of keeping regional Australia going. So anyway, we'll fill up and go and find the local pie shop. Just came through that nice little valley. A little bit different to early in the trip where it was all on the coast. Going around the cliffs. Going good. Alrighty, we've just stopped here at the Castle Cove Lookout. And we'll go and have a bit of a look out. A bit of a recap on the day. We started the day off just there south or west of Lorne. And we drove down Polo Bay, stopped and filled up some water, and then we went to the pie shop and also to the food shop. We've just driven through this beautiful area here, and we're just here. This afternoon we're heading all the way down to Port Campbell today. So
we're roughly halfway between Apollo Bay and the 12 Apostles, on some of the highest cliffs along Victoria's coastline.
Cool. What do you reckon?
Wow.
Pretty cool.
It is a bit cold,
There.
but it's stunning.
It is stunning. Got a little sou'wester blowing at the moment, so it's coming straight onto us. Other than that, it's pretty good. We're just setting up our little spot here at Port Campbell Recreation Reserve, and lo and behold, just as we're sort of levelling the van, 2 yellowtail black cockatoos flew past. They went from a tree there way down the gully, and now they've just returned up around this way. They've gone back up way over there. So I'll try and capture them when they fly past. Every time I see them, I don't have the GoPro going. However, I will get them. Stay tuned. Alrighty, we've just turned up at Loch Ard Gorge, where it's just over down the track. We're going to go for a look. This is incredible. Check all this out. So it's called Loch Ard after a ship that was shipwrecked here, and there was only 2 survivors. That is magnificent. just arrived here at Cape Otway Lighthouse. Lighthouse was built in 1848. And apparently it played a massive role in trying to prevent ships from being shipwrecked when they're coming to Australia in the early days. Just doing a little bit of reading, and a lot of the ships came out during the gold rush days, and they hit the rocks. So yeah, it was built to prevent that. Might go and have a look, see what it's all about. We're at Cape Otway Lighthouse, and we're here with Aoife, and she's going to explain what it's all about.
Okay, so you guys are here. You're going to enter through this door here. You're going to walk along this track here. So we have a dinosaur hut inside, a telegraph station, a lighthouse, and the World War II radar bunker. You can get to the very, very top of the lighthouse. Just wait for the light guard to invite you up. There's too many people up there. We also have the cafe open since 10:30, and also there's a history talk taking place in the old workshop building here. For about that's at 2 o'clock, so it'll last about 20 minutes. And yeah, that's mostly it. This bit here is closed. It's been closed for about a year, but we'll hopefully have it open towards the end of the year. We're just in negotiations with the original owners. But that's it, guys.
Wow.
Cool.
Thank you. Map and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you so much. Excellent. Alrighty, well let's just let's go and check this place out. Check out the old boat. Cool. Alright, first place we've come to is a dinosaur cave. Now what they're saying is inside is a small exhibition which highlights some of the fossils that have been collected from the cliffs and shore platforms which lie below the Otway Lighthouse, as well as to the east and west of here. These fossils are unique in the way they represent plants and animals that lived here more than 100 million years ago, when Australia and Antarctica were connected to each other. Volcanoes were erupting to the east of Australia as New Zealand and Australia said goodbye to one another. The ash from these volcanoes drifted into the big valley between Australia and Antarctica and provide the date for the sediments, now rocks that were being deposited from fast moving streams. How cool is that? This just shows you the way the tectonic plates are moving around and how the Earth has moved. In actual fact, which will be seen from a later video once we hit Western Australia, the west coast of Australia was actually the first landform ever formed on planet Earth 40 million years ago. And there's stromatolites over there which actually were living organisms still seen today, where they actually put the first 20% of oxygen in the atmosphere and brought life to Earth. So stay tuned to that in our future videos. As we can see on this map, we're here at Cape Otway. Now when the ships came from England in the 1840s, 1850s for gold rush days, many of them came along this coast and were shipwrecked along here. It's the Rhodesian Road section, and the lighthouse here played an important role to guide the ships safely up towards Melbourne and Sydney. Prior to the lighthouse being built, a number of ships were shipwrecked along this coast. This is the old telegraph station. It was linked back to Melbourne to send the coded messages of ships' arrival and passing, and shipwrecks also. This shows the cable that was laid between the mainland and Tasmania. The cable was actually finally completed on the 18th of August 1859. Wow, such technology back then.
Keeper's Cafe having some scones and a coffee.
Apparently their scones is their little flagship.
Yes.
And how perfectly placed right in front of the Cape Otway Lighthouse.
Yes. Absolutely
Perfect. How's that, Nettie?
Delish.
Delish. Perfect. Also at Cape Otway is the number 13 RAAF radar station. Now apparently it was used to track submarines as part of the Australian coastal defences in 1942 to 1945. How cool is that? So it was in the early days of radar. We'll just have a little look inside. A little bit rusty now, but yes. Here's something very interesting. On Thursday the 26th of February 1942, approximately 2 hours before dawn, a long-range Japanese submarine surfaced off Cape Wickham Lighthouse. Now, Cape Wickham Lighthouse is down here on King Island. And apparently what they did was they assembled a plane in 11 minutes, and 2 people flew off and did a reconnaissance check out of the area over Melbourne and everything. So amazing, isn't it? To have a submarine house this little plane, and they flew away. Just arrived back at the campsite and look at this. Wow. How many, eh? have you found?
I found a lolly shop. How
So,
ironic.
as per our little adventure around Australia,
Yeah.
we're on a search for all lolly shops, and lo and behold,
We found one here in Port Campbell.
let's run the mark. How'd you go?
Went well.
Yes.
I've got a little cup,
Yep.
well, a big cup actually,
Yep.
of mixed lollies,
Yum.
some flour rock,
Oh, cool.
some musk rock,
Oh, yeah. Yep.
and not only but also
Yes.
a polly waffle.
Polly waffle. Geez,
or a
haven't seen.
waffle polly,
Haven't seen them for ages.
or a wally polly.
Or something. Anyway, here we are. We just raided the lolly
Yeah.
shop here at Port Campbell. How awesome. Alrighty. We'll go and find another lolly shop somewhere else in Australia.
Thank you.
That's all right.
See ya.
Have a great day.
Thank you. Well, g'day everyone.
Hi.
We're standing here at the 12 Apostles on the Great Ocean Road. It's our final night here on the Great Ocean Road, and wow, hasn't it been
Yeah, it's been
amazing?
fantastic,
Yeah. We've had some bit overcast and rainy weather the 6 or so days we've been here.
Yeah.
However, it hasn't really stopped us too much.
No.
But this afternoon it's sort of cleared, and we're sort of hoping for a beautiful sunset over the 12 Apostles to end our experience. We started about 6 days ago, and we were doing the eastern side of the Great Ocean Road.
Yeah.
Sort of, we were staying at the Cumberland River Holiday Park, and we sort of toured around there. We went up to the Lighthouses and chocolate factories and
Ice cream factory.
yeah, and it was truly amazing. And then the last few days we've been down here on the western end, I suppose,
Yeah.
staying at
Port Campbell
Port Campbell.
Recreation Park.
Yeah, and it's been really good. So, but yeah, it's the Great Ocean Road is amazing. It's just so much history, you know, right from when these massive parts of the earth was formed, I suppose you could say, and then rode the way over the years through to the First Nation people and their history. Then you had all the early settlers coming in via ship, and the amount of shipwrecks that occurred along this coastline, a number of lighthouses that have been built to try and stop everyone from crashing into the shores. We went to Cape Otway,
Otway,
the lighthouse there, and its lighthouse was built, actually it was built towards the end of the shipping to this part of Australia, but it was sort of built to stop the ships running into landform. It's one of the lowest points there in Australia, the first part that people would sort of come across heading across the bottom part of Australia. And
I think it was 1891 it was
1891,
built.
was it?
I think so.
Yep. So that was awesome. Yeah, it's amazing. You've also got the Great Ocean Road, which was built by the diggers coming home from World War One. They sort of put to task and dug, and we've seen some photos of it being built, and it was sort of by pick. I hope it wasn't, because it's a massive road.
Yeah.
So hopefully they had a little bit more machinery than just a pick and shovel. And then I suppose also at Cape Otway was a radar station. So during World War II, the Japanese submarines were used to control this area, and sort of reconnaissance visits over here. And the radar was first coming out, and they built the radar stations to find out where they were. So it's got a huge amount of history. Amazing place. The eastern end's all really windy around the cliffs, and this
Very windy.
yeah, this western end's a bit more, it's a bit flatter. However, the western end's sort of where all the big the rocks are, the 12 Apostles, the London Bridge.
Yeah.
I hope you've enjoyed this episode of the Great Aussie Lap.
Yes.
Next we'll be heading west, so I've got a lot more adventures to come,
Yes.
and towards Adelaide.
Yes.
So, but this one's a wrap, and we'll just stand here and
Wait for the sunset.
yeah. Thanks, guys.
Bye.